The last money she sent. Grace had always believed that love meant sacrifice. Not the kind people post online with cute captions and matching outfits. No. The real kind, the silent sacrifices, the hidden tears, the sleepless nights, the quiet prayers whispered into darkness. At just 19, she left her village and came to the city with one goal: to change her family's story. Her father had been sick for years. Her mother sold vegetables by the roadside, barely making enough to feed Grace and her 2 younger brothers. School had been a struggle, but Grace was brilliant, sharp, hardworking, and full of dreams. She wanted to become a nurse. But dreams don't always survive hunger. The day Grace got admission into a nursing school, her mother cried. Not because she was happy, but because she knew they couldn't afford it. That night, under the dim kerosene lamp, her mother held her hands and said softly, "Grace, you're the light of this family. But sometimes, light must burn to shine." Grace understood. 2 weeks later, she packed a small bag, hugged her brothers tightly, and left for the city. "I will come back a graduate," she promised. The city was not kind. The first job Grace got was as a housemaid. She worked from 5 a.m. to midnight, cleaning, cooking, washing, enduring insults from her madam who never seemed satisfied. "Are you blind? Is this how to mop? Village girl. Use your brain." Grace swallowed her pride daily. At night, when everyone slept, she would sit on the cold kitchen floor and read her old textbooks, fighting sleep with everything she had. Sometimes she cried. But she never stopped. Every month, she sent money home. Even when she had barely enough to eat. One evening, her phone rang. It was her younger brother, Chinedu. His voice was shaking. "Didi. Daddy is worse." Grace's heart dropped. "How bad?" "He can't stand anymore. Mama says we need money for hospital." Grace looked at her savings. It wasn't enough. Not even close. That night, she made a decision that would change everything. Grace left her housemaid job. The pay was too small, and time was not on her side. Through a friend, she got a job at a bar. At first, she resisted. "I can't do this," she said. But desperation has a way of breaking even the strongest people. She started as a waitress. Serving drinks. Smiling at strangers. Ignoring comments. "Fine girl, come sit with me now. Don't form, I know why you're here." She endured it all. For her father. For her family. One night, a man approached her. He looked different, well-dressed, calm, confident. "I've been watching you," he said. Grace felt uncomfortable. "I'm just here to work, sir." He smiled. "I can change your life." She said nothing. But that night, as she counted her small earnings and thought of her father lying helpless at home, her heart broke. Days later, she accepted his offer. Grace started living a double life. By day, she was the responsible daughter sending money home. By night, she became someone she barely recognized. Each time she looked at herself in the mirror, she whispered, "This is not me, this is just for now." The money started coming in. Hospital bills were paid. Her father got treatment. Her brothers returned to school. Her mother's voice on the phone was always full of gratitude. "God will bless you, my daughter." Grace would smile through tears. "If only you knew," she'd whisper after the call ended. Nothing stays hidden forever. One day, Grace fell sick. Very sick. She ignored it at first. "I don't have time for this," she told herself. But her body refused to cooperate. She became weak. Lost weight. Constant headaches. Finally, she went to the hospital. After several tests, the doctor called her in. His face was serious. "Grace, you need to be strong." Her heart started racing. "What is it, doctor?" He paused. "You're HIV positive." The room spun. Grace felt like the ground had disappeared beneath her feet. No, that's not possible. But it was. Very real. Very final. She walked out of the hospital like a ghost. That night, she didn't go to work. She sat alone in her small room and cried until her voice disappeared. Was it worth it, she asked herself. But deep down, she already knew the answer. Weeks passed. Grace stopped working completely. Her health was failing. But one thing remained constant. She kept sending money home. Even when she had nothing left. She sold her phone, her clothes, everything. One day, with trembling hands, she sent her last money home. It wasn't much, but it was all she had. She recorded a voice note for her mother. Her voice was weak, but calm. "Mama, if anything happens, please don't be sad. I did everything I could. Take care of my brothers. Tell them to become something great, something better than me." She paused, fighting tears. "I love you." She didn't send it immediately. She listened to it over and over again. Then finally, she pressed send. 2 days later, Grace was gone. Quietly. Alone. In a small room in a city that never cared. Back in the village, her mother received the voice note. At first, she didn't understand. But when the call came, when the truth was revealed, her world shattered. She screamed. Cried. Collapsed. "Grace, my daughter, what did you go through alone?" Her brothers stood in silence. The same sister they admired. The same one who sacrificed everything. They never knew her pain.